Riviere.
Here.
Ms. Lacy.
Here.
Ms. Gordon.
Here.
Board present.
Thank you. Item number 4, the police department report, Chief Hicks.
Good evening, how y'all doing?
Good.
Mayor leading the Public Safety Committee in order to keep both yourself and the City Council aware that 2021, alarm and home business 31, assistant Port Allen Fire Police Department 11, harassment 4, suspicious person 6, miscellaneous 4, shots fired 8, disturbance 19, theft 18, juvenile referral 4, assault 6, suspicious activity 7, damage to property 5, remaining after being forbidden 6, check person 4, civil matter 10, suspicious vehicles 5, Port Allen Fire Department medical 39, information 8. Incidents by location, northeast of Court Street in LA 154, northeast of Court Street in LA 185, southeast of Court Street in LA 156, southwest of Court Street in LA 164, and south by 1014. Total suspects arrested was 12, traffic crashes 33, and traffic tickets 50.
I have a question. Chief Hicks, with the shot fire, have y'all apprehended anyone for shooting, or do y'all know exactly where the location is?
During the month of June, there was 3 reports of shots fired in the area of Avenue G and Azalea Street. There was an incident on June 6th where officers were dispatched to the area between Avenue G and Calendula Street. When officers arrived, they was unable to find any shell cases. There was another incident on June 12th where officers were dispatched to Azalea Street of reports fired. Officers started to canvass the area, located a black handgun that was in somebody's front yard. Officers was approached by the owner of the gun. He informed officers he was getting dropped off by a friend while exiting the vehicle. He intended, his extended mag got caught up. The mag was in bad shape and came apart, and while he was picking up the magazine and bullets, he accidentally pressed the trigger on his gun, which had an accidental discharge. In a panic, he just dropped the gun and ran into the house. So nobody was injured, and he wasn't found of any. They didn't charge him with any discharge of the firearm or anything. So the officers seized his gun and put it in evidence. And the last incident in that area was on June 20th, where officers were dispatched to Azalea Street in reference to damage to property that appeared to be a bullet hole. Somebody shot, the bullet went through this lady's home, went through the window, went through the wall, but it was lodged in a hot water heater. So officers did a report, took pictures, took the bullet, and turned everything in. But since I got with my supervisors and my officers, they have been increasing the patrols in that area, and we haven't had thank God, any other incidents in that area or other parts of the city. The shots fired. There was a concerned citizen that came to my office 2 weeks ago, and I informed her that we increased the patrolling, trying to get my manpower up. She's saying that when something like that happens, everybody is referring to her to call the police. Nobody's taking initiative. So I told her, if they don't call, we're not gonna know anything. So if it's a person that they never seen before, shots fired, I inform them, please, inform your neighbors to call, let us know so we can get out there as quickly as possible.
What is the time frame that these shots been fired? Like up in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, or 10 at night?
It varies.
Varies.
It varies.
But it's just in that area?
It's
all over, because even in my neighborhood, I can hear shots fired. And now, since the firework time, you don't know if it's gunshots or fireworks.
Well, since the last incident on June 20th, that's not an area off of Avenue G and Azalea Street that we normally get calls of anything of that nature. So that's kind of surprising that there is that kind of thing. But like I said, ever since I got with my shift supervisors and the officers, they increased the patrols, and you know, it hasn't been done since, so we're gonna keep it that way.
Okay, thank you.
And just to speak about the holiday, how was the 4th of July?
It was very eventful, very, yes, didn't have any calls, everything went smooth,
Okay.
so that was a good thing.
We definitely want to thank everybody for that.
You can say that twice.
I was just mentioning to the chief today, we might have to do like Brewer did, not saying that we follow other municipalities, but, for like, 4th of July and, Christmas, we just go ahead and let the citizens pop the fireworks from maybe till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then shut down, because you know they're gonna shoot them anyway. And if the police officer come, they're gonna stop, and as soon as you leave, before you leave, they're gonna start back. So we might as well just gonna allow them to shoot it only during those specific, occasions.
Well, in my area, they didn't abuse it. They might have shot fireworks maybe about 11 o'clock, a little after 11, then after that, everything had quiet down, so they didn't abuse it.
Right, but just like Gary may call on his neighbor for popping fireworks, but if we already passed it, he won't be able to call because they have a time frame from maybe 10 to 10 that night and get shut off. Now after 10, they can call and report it. So we could be using the officers somewhere else that really need them instead of coming to a firework call. And as soon as they get that, hey, nobody popping, but as soon as you leave, they starting back. So I think that would be something we need to look into for Christmas holidays coming up.
I sure will look into it, Ms. Court.
Thank you.
She was responsible. Pop the fireworks legally, that's all.
Well, of course.
Anything else for the chief?
None.
Thank you, chief.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, no, Chief, I'm sorry. Chief, I'm sorry. Any updates on the shooting with the young lady? In your-
No, like I said, the detective's still working on it. The young man is scheduled for court tomorrow, so we just have to go from there and see what his representation is